Hey, it's Norm Macdonald. It's my first time doing Howard's Show on Sirius. I go back to the terrestrial days, but I'm looking forward to it because you can say the H word.
You need that for your repertoire?
Yeah.
All right, man. Good luck.
H-E double hockey sticks.
No, you can just go ahead and say it.
I know, you can say it right. Can I say it right out?
Go for it.
Hell.
All right.
Looking forward to saying hi to Norm Macdonald. There's Norm. Hey, Norm, long time no see. Good to see you.
You too, baby.
Hey, man. Hey, Norm. Hey, it's good to see you. Here, wait, let me put on my jacket for this big interview.
Oh, really? You have to put on a jacket?
Well, Norm is wearing a jacket, and I'm going to wear a jacket.
Oh, I see.
That's what I'm going to do.
Just asked me where I got this jacket.
What was that?
Yeah, put on his microphone.
Isn't there a mic?
Yeah,
Now there's a mic. Now you're on. I'm sorry.
Where is the mic?
It's
in
on
your headphones.
headphones.
It's on your headset.
Oh, it is?
How's that?
On my cans?
On your cans. You've got great cans.
It's like Howard Cosell.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
Artie was just asking me where I got this jacket, and it just occurred to me, you gave me this motherfucker.
Did I? For what occasion?
I asked you if I could have it.
Is that a Howard Stern jacket?
No, it's called Lugs.
Oh,
L-U-G-Z.
yeah. That's right. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Hey, you like that jacket? You want another one? Is that what you're looking at?
Is that why you're here?
Norm, I got to ask you.
I sit down, I can't see Artie.
Sit down. Artie
That's why he does that.
Norm, where have you been? That's the main question everyone wants me to ask you.
Are you still working?
Yeah.
No.
He's in movie jail.
I can't tell you how many conversations I've had. You know I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with various people, friends and things like that, who are fans as well.
Uh-huh.
And we go, like, whatever happened to Norm? Like, Norm just kind of like, you kind of went off.
Yeah.
After your divorce, maybe that's what triggered it or whatever.
What?
And
He had a couple of TV shows. You knew where he was then.
you had the Norm show, you had the movie you did with Artie.
Yeah.
Everything with Artie.
Yeah.
And but it was almost like you went off and became an actuary or something. Like
What's that word?
Yeah, did you change careers?
What's an actuary?
The guy who does the tables on life expectancy for the insurance companies.
Yeah, you couldn't be more wrong.
Did you retire, or did you retire? Did you think of getting out of the business?
When I was with the actuary business?
No, really. What happened to you? Where have you
What
been?
do you mean, really? You fucking brought up actuary.
No, it's like you're hiding.
And then you're acting like I brought it up.
Why would you bring up a word no one knows what it is?
Yeah, exactly. Why would you?
Why'd you do that?
You did that.
Oh, I did that?
You just said actuary.
I did do that. I would never do that. I always
I
relate
love
to
how
the people.
everything.
No, but Norm, please don't bring up the word actuary. I want to know really what
Like
is
Edward G. Robinson in Double Indemnity was an actuary.
An actuary.
Isn't that right, Artie?
Listen to me,
Absolutely.
Norm. Artie's eating, please.
Yeah, don't interrupt.
Don't interrupt. This is his time to eat. Would you say that you did take a sort of a look at your career and just said, "Hey, I want to back off for a while and
Are
just
you reinventing yourself?
Yeah. What's going on, really?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm doing what I always do. I do what I always
You
did.
do
I
your
just
stand up, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, you stopped doing like Letterman. I didn't see you anywhere for a while.
Well, if I'm in New York, but I'm never in New York.
So
but
where
I just do stand up, right?
Right.
And then sometimes they'll offer me stuff that I'm no good at.
Right.
And then I do that.
Right. All right. So you're out there. You say you are doing
Then I
your
go
thing.
back to doing my stand up.
You know, Gary told me he had a conversation with you in the green room.
Yeah, we had a fucking good one.
Let me see if I can recreate some of that because it sounded interesting to me. He said that you guys started a conversation about some of the guys you did Saturday Night Live with. Spade.
Yeah.
Sandler.
Yeah.
Chris Rock. These kind of guys.
Right.
Are you still in touch with them? And you said, yeah, I'm friendly with them.
Yeah.
But you feel like you can't pick up the phone and call them.
No, yeah. No, there's an interesting dynamic that happens when a guy becomes way more successful and powerful than you are.
Right.
Which is, I don't want to phone out. I love Sandler. I talk to him a lot, but I try to limit it because he gets bugged a lot, you know? He gets
People want
bothered
things
a lot.
from him.
Yeah, people want things from him, so I don't want anything from him. But when I'm talking to him, I feel like he might think I want something from him or something like that.
Right. You're so aware of others' feelings.
Now you're killing him. What the hell are you doing?
I know he's going to slam me when he says some shit like that.
Norm, you just snotted all over yourself.
I can fucking see that one coming.
In other words,
You motherfucker.
in other words, you're so in tune.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yes. You're bragging, aren't you? Now, you're saying...
Now, Norm, if there's one thing about Norm is he's very in touch with other people's feelings.
Norm.
I've never seen a reaction like that in here.
Norm, what you're saying, you just vomited on yourself and you blew snot out of your nose. Norm,
There goes that mic.
what I'm trying to say is
Yeah.
you worry that you'll not be perceived the right way. In other words, you're concerned that you don't want to call up Sandler and say, hey, how you doing? Because he's going to think you want something from him.
I have a very good friendship with Adam, so
Right.
I don't want to affect that friendship badly
Right.
by giving the what do they call it, like politicians, the perception of impropriety.
Right. So
As if I'm looking for something.
So
Fact is, I don't give a fuck if I'm ever in a movie ever.
you don't care about the movies. You did your movie. When you got out of Saturday Night Live, you did the movie Dirty Work. That experience didn't turn you on at all.
I love Dirty Work.
You love doing that.
I think that was a great fucking movie.
Right. So you
What do you
think
mean right? Why you say right? I thought you didn't like it.
I never saw it.
Well, what the fuck are you talking
He
about?
saw Don Rickles.
I'm saying that you love the experience. Why don't you do it again?
Well, because nobody...
It's hard to take a guy seriously after you see boogers flying out of
Wait,
his
is there
nose.
snot coming out?
No,
Not
now you're
anymore.
fine. Now you're
You
fine.
cleaned up okay.
You look
So you're
great.
going to show that in slow motion and shit?
I love it.
Maybe animated.
Yeah. So I understand what you're saying, that there are certain guys. Are there guys who call you all the time and bug you? Are there people who want things from you because you are at the top of the comedy community?
I'm not at the top of
You're
the
not.
comedy community at all.
How long is your set when you go out and do a show? Now, like Chris Rock was in here yesterday. He says, I'm going to see the Norm Macdonald show on Saturday night in Caroline's. He's making a whole night of it.
Right.
He can't wait to go. Will that make you nervous to know that Chris is in the audience?
No.
That doesn't. You're so seasoned at this thing, you know what to do.
Nah, I just don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I don't care if I bomb or kill. Nothing
You don't.
matters to me.
It doesn't matter to you, but this is your career. This is the chosen path you've gone down. What do you mean it doesn't matter to you? Of course it matters. I'm
How
not
could
flying
it
into
not
that.
matter?
You love when you do well on stage. And
No, I don't. Who told you that?
you don't you care that when you do a show that people are into it and
No, I
enjoy
couldn't give a
themselves?
fuck.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I can actually attest to that. When I used to open for him, and if it didn't go well, he
Isn't
thinks,
that a defense mechanism, my
well,
friends?
he thinks it's funnier if they don't
I do
laugh.
think if it's bombs, I think it's pretty fucking funny.
You like to bomb.
I don't like to. I'm saying it's funny.
When do you bomb? What happens? You mean you're
Let's
material?
put it to you this way, right? You go in front of a group of people and try to make them laugh.
Right.
Try your hardest to make them laugh.
Right.
And then they don't laugh. That's funny.
You're not doing the specific thing you're there to do.
Exactly.
That is
Not
funny.
only that, but it's also funny that you go there to make them laugh. You're trying to make their life better. You're failing, so they hate your fucking guts.
And you see the humor in that.
I see humor in that. Like, it's not like you're up there trying to make them not laugh. You're trying to do your best to please them.
But don't you stay?
It's like if you told a joke to your dad and he kicked you.
But don't you stay at home a certain amount of hours a day and write and come up with this material that you do on stage? I mean, you put time and effort into. You don't? It's the same act from 100 years ago.
No, I do. No, I think I have about 8 hours of material.
8 hours of material. So you're always writing new material.
Well, I thought you meant write on a piece of paper.
I don't. How do you? What's the process when
You
you
just
make
think it up in your head and then you say.
Is that?
You don't have it written anywhere?
If you gotta, if you can't, if you're afraid you're gonna forget it, you put it on a napkin. You put like Brezhnev or whatever.
No, but let's say you have a great. Let's say you have a great
He
joke.
does a lot
about-
of
let's
current
say
stuff.
you're a big McCain guy, right? So, like, let's say you have a joke about
I'm
Obama.
a big McCain guy.
I heard you were supporting John McCain.
Jesus, where the fuck do you get your information?
Is that wrong?
Steve Langford?
Yes. where, are you not supporting John McCain? Are you an Obama guy? Is that what's going on?
Well, I'm afraid of this Sarah Palin lady.
You don't like her.
No, sir.
Why don't you like her? I would think you.
Fundamentalist Christian.
That scares the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Yet you're a pro-life guy. You're way into all that kind of stuff.
When did he get to be pro-life?
I know this about Norm.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I thought on Bill O'Reilly you said that you support McCain.
I said I agree with him on pro-life.
You do. You agree with him on pro-life, but you're not a McCain supporter.
No, right now, if I had to vote tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I had American citizenship,
Yeah, that's right. You're not even American. Why am I bothering you? Yeah, right. But no one knows
I
what
would
you
vote
are.
for Obama.
You would. You like him.
I don't like anybody. I don't like any of them. But
Are you an angry man?
no. I said I don't like politicians.
Do you like people? Are you a people person? Do you like to hang out?
Yeah, I love
Norm will go to the mall
and shoot people.
go over to Orange Julius.
No, this is what I like to do.
Are you a recluse?
Yes,
You are.
I would say that.
Would you
It's
say
almost agoraphobic.
Really? Do you spend most of your day in the house?
Yeah.
Do you still have a tremendous gambling problem?
No.
You do not. What happened? What changed?
Well,
I stopped hanging around.
no. As my son got
Older.
older, I realized that really the worst part of gambling is not the money you lose, but the time.
Right. So you're saying you wanted to spend more time with your son.
Because when I'm with my son, the time is so wonderful.
Is it wonderful?
It's beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, you're able to give to your son.
Am I able to?
What do you do with your son?
I play with him.
You do. How old
How
is he
old
now?
is this young man?
He's 15 years old.
15
You're
years
still
old.
playing with him.
Right.
You know, it's a funny thing.
Yeah.
When he was a very young boy, you know, when he was like 3, 4, something like that, I would play games with him. You know, like we'd play basketball or something.
Sure.
And I'd let him win.
Right.
You know, and now he can beat me at everything. And so he's like, "Hey, man, I always beat you at everything." I said, "No, fuck, I used to let you win." You go, "Fuck, he doesn't believe it."
He always beat you.
Yeah, so he just thinks I'm some retard that can't beat a fucking infant.
He
He's
doesn't see-
tall. He's a tall kid.
Yeah,
He's playing basketball.
He's
you're not-
playing b-ball, baby.
You're not
It'd be
playing-
good to have him out there with Artie, shoot and see how he does.
You're not playing poker at all? You're not playing because you love to
Well,
play
you play
high
the
stakes
friendly
poker.
games, right?
Come on.
I try not to.
Really?
I still play a little poker, I have to admit, but
Did you go to therapy for this? I mean, was there some sort of
no. What do you think I'm you? I don't do that shit.
You don't need to do any of that. You won't talk to anyone, right? You're above that.
I don't do that.
You're too good for that shit, right, man? Right?
Why do you keep putting the phrase in that way?
What do you mean? What do you say? What?
I said I'm not good enough
yeah.
to.
You
No,
wouldn't
I'll
go-
tell you what. This is what happened with me with the psychiatrist once. I think this is why I don't do it anymore.
You did go to a psychiatrist.
When I was a young man, when
Yes.
I was like 17 or this trouble kid, and they sent me to a psychiatrist.
All right.
And I talked to the guy, and I talked to him twice, right?
Right.
Next week, he fucking commits suicide.
Is that true?
So it's in the paper that I'm reading about the guy's the worst fucking life ever. Like coke and you know, I mean, I shouldn't say the worst, but you know, just the worst fucking life. And I felt so bad because here I am yammering to him on his last week of life about, my God, my mother. You know, so,
You were labeled as a troubled child? Is that true?
I was a bit trouble. When I was a kid.
What behaviors led to them labeling you? What were you doing?
The what?
What behaviors led to them labeling you a troubled child? I mean, something must have happened to commit
you
you to a
doing?
psychiatrist,
Well, it's
albeit a bad one, but nevertheless.
it was all happening in Canada, you know.
Canada.
You know,
You can't talk about it because it happened in Canada.
No, I'm
You
saying.
know what happens in Canada stays in Canada. But seriously, what led to
Hey, you
you?
want to hear a joke from my act?
Yes, I do.
He must have done something really bad.
No, it's about that whatever happened in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Go ahead. Yeah, I want to
You
hear.
know
That.
that fucking whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, I
You
heard of that. I heard that.
So actually, it doesn't really stay. Like you can't. It's not like you can kill a person and then leave Vegas and everything's cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what I did was I looked at that phrase. What it actually means is basically you can go to Vegas, fuck a prostitute, and then she will not tell your wife.
Right. That's
That's
exactly
exactly what they're saying.
it. You're saying
Not like those gossipy small town whores
you're
back
saying
to where you come from. I'm saying back at home, they're blabbermouths.
you're saying in other
They're
words.
sitting in the beauty parlor going, "Oh, you're married to Hank Johnson? I fucking shit on his face last night.
In other
It's a
words,
small world.
there are certain people who
Marcia?
literally think they could go to Vegas and do anything they want and it will stay in Vegas. And they're completely wrong.
Of course.
And they should be more literal in the translation of what happens in
Yes,
Vegas.
they should say,
Because
yeah.
some people are dumb. They don't get it.
They don't know.
No. You're saying the slogan should be, if you fuck a whore in Vegas, your wife won't find out. That's it.
Right. They're
Okay,
very
got it.
discreet.
Yeah, I like that act. That's what you're going to be doing at Caroline's? I would go see that.
That's a joke.
I like that joke.
But
You like
why
that one?
were you labeled a troubled child?
Yeah. What happened that specifically sent you to the psychiatrist?
Oh, no, everybody goes, you go to
No,
a
when you was
fucking
when I was 17, they didn't send me to a psychiatrist. My father looked at me, raised his fist, and said, "Here's your psychiatrist." He was a good dad. You must have acted out in some way. Did you get arrested?
You've gone to psychiatrists.
Oh, I'm in there 4 days a week now.
What the fuck are you asking me? Why?
I'm asking you at 17, what led them to put you in you said you were a troubled child.
How old are you?
Right now, 54.
And you're going to a psychiatrist 4 days a week.
3 days now. I'm
3
down to
days a
3
week.
Yeah.
I'm 17. I go one fucking time. I'm the guy that's fucked up.
All right, listen.
You got to give your head a shake.
Listen, I was shocked.
Hey, what do you think of that, man? I was thinking of using that as my
Tagline?
tagline.
Yeah.
For a comedy.
I like it.
Hey, give your head a shake.
Like the guy who says hamburger at the end.
You know that?
There's a
the
guy.
funniest
did you ever hear that guy?
motherfucker ever.
No.
There's a black guy. His entire act at the end, he goes hamburger.
Just like that.
Yeah,
that's
it doesn't-
That's his line.
But it's funny.
It is funny.
It works. So what is now your new
No
line?
matter what he says.
And what's your
so
new
you
line?
go, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Hamburger.
And at first you hate it, but like 5 minutes in, you're laughing your ass off.
You like it.
Wears a big cowboy hat.
Yeah, hamburger.
Do you?
He's got a lot of gimmicks going on at once.
You don't miss the movies. You don't miss Saturday Night Live. You do miss
I miss
Saturday.
Saturday Night Live, yeah.
You do.
Yeah. I love the Saturday Night Live.
Chevy Chase was in here recently. He didn't say it on my show, but I read it somewhere. He said the only guy who ever did the news right since I left was Norm Macdonald. Did you know
Really?
that? Did you know he said
Yeah,
that?
I heard that.
Oh, you did hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
I heard you have that framed on your wall. Is that true?
No,
It is not true. Okay.
What do I give a
You don't
fuck?
give a fuck what anyone says. I
Chevy
always-
Chase didn't remember me.
Oh, no, are you kidding?
I swear to God.
We shot pool and shit.
I know. Well, I mean, listen, you know. He remembered you. He didn't remember
Chevy
me.
remembers you. He doesn't remember working with Artie. No.
He got up and he said, "Nice to meet you."
Artie said, we worked together. He goes, really? When?
Yeah, what film?
What film was that? The midget film?
I said, "Dirty Work."
You know what happened with Chevy when he was on? Because he was having trouble with you because you would phone him and wake him up and all that shit.
We were not friends back
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
told him,
right.
I said, Chevy, fucking phone Howard and just, if you like him, he'll like you. It's over.
That's it. And now we're friends. We're the best
Yeah,
of
there you
friends
go.
now. That's how it works.
That's good.
So anyway, I was shocked.
Because remember he said he was at a Yankees game and a
Yeah.
guy came up and called his daughter a cunt.
That's right.
Yeah, that actually he spoke about you quite a bit there. Yeah.
Right. I'm sure. Listen to me, Norm.
You don't age, man. You look good.
I look good? Thank you. And you look good.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, you look real
You're
good.
good, man.
You put on a little weight, but it looks
Yeah.
good on you. You look
No,
a little,
I'm
you
I'm
working
big.
out?
No, it's just fat.
You're fat now?
Well, it's like, but it's proportioned. No, I got abs and shit.
You, listen, I always talk about Norm being a good-looking guy. He always got he's quietly
He
going
scored
back.
some-
He scored some big ones. Who is it I heard you had? Can I mention someone I heard that you had sex with?
I don't know.
I'll tell you the name. You can confirm, deny, or not even comment. Oh, somebody said you once had sex with the porn star, Savannah Sampson. Is that true or false?
I never even heard of her.
Never heard of her, so you never had her.
I never heard of her, so
I would like
think
to have
so.
sex with her.
No, I've never had sex with a porn
She's my
star.
favorite porn star.
Yeah, but when you worry about...
You would never.
This is what I would worry about.
Go ahead.
Because I remember when Pamela Anderson was on Saturday Night Live, hey, man, you got to go for that and stuff. I wouldn't want to, after, Tommy Lee and who's the other dude?
That's right. Kid Rock.
Kid
Tommy Lee.
Rock.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to pull out my measly cock, What the fuck am I? What, am I crazy? I'm not stupid.
But you also worry about diseases and things like that, right? I mean, you're pretty careful. You wear rubber when you're with the women, or do you go wild and just say, fuck it, I'm gonna have sex without a rubber? Do you ever, what do you do?
when I'm making love
Do you
to
ever
a
yell out
lady.
hamburger?
Yeah, after he comes, he says hamburger.
Hamburger. Well, seriously, how is your sex life, by the way? Because you're single now a long time. We don't see you in the tabloids. We don't see you with any broads, any women, nothing. Are you into a commitment? Are you into any kind of committed relationship?
No.
Nothing. Those days are over.
Mostly I just whack off.
You whack off mostly?
Almost only, yeah.
You don't go out on dates?
No, I much
Wow.
prefer whacking off.
See, I always thought you'd be the kind of guy because you like to be home. You're a recluse.
He'd get a wife or something.
Not a
huh?
wife, maybe a tight girlfriend. Someone.
The
who,
whacking off's better.
Yeah, you really feel that way.
Yeah, because my imagination's better than any fucking reality.
Are you being serious with me?
I'm being dead serious.
When's the last time you had a girlfriend?
I don't think I've ever had a girlfriend. I had a wife. I guess she was my girlfriend before I married.
Right, and after the wife, you
That was it?
That was it. You realized I'm a different guy than I thought I was. I'm really a loner.
Yeah,
You're a loner.
yeah.
Do you get lonely?
No.
I was shocked that you went on Adam's show, Adam Carolla, and you said, Howard, more or less, it seemed like you kind of said that I'm responsible for Artie's heroin abuse.
He almost said you're killing Artie.
Yeah, and you said that.
What did you say again? Wait, stop.
I thought you
What?
were on Adam's show. I could play the tape, but I don't need to unless you want to refresh your memory. They played me the tape. You kind of said Howard is the cause, and that I even
Oh, and Adam Carolla's.
Enabling.
Adam
Yeah.
Carolla's show. You said I
Yes, I was talking about Artie. I brought up Artie.
Yeah, you brought up Artie.
I didn't. He did.
He did.
Out of the blue.
But I somehow got slammed, and you said I was shocked to hear this. That you felt that I was somehow enabling, and you even said that I killed Hank the Angry Dwarf. Where I was said to Doug Goodstein, why don't you
You know
come in and
what?
talk about
I
how many
did.
times we hadn't committed?
You know what? You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. I did say that.
Yeah.
And I apologize for that because
Thank
that's
you.
not true.
I
Yeah,
hope-
that's a terrible thing I said.
I felt horrible that you
Terrible
would
thing
say
I
that
said.
about me.
No, I do
Were
remember
you
saying Hank.
joking or what?
No, I wasn't joking. But
You believed it at the time.
No, the Hank the Angry Dwarf thing, I don't believe. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know why I
no,
said that.
I mean-
that was wrong of me because first of all, I didn't know shit
Right.
about what I was talking about, anyways. But no, the Artie thing.
Explain it to me, because if there's something I could be doing, I want to know what I can do. Maybe you got
Well,
information.
I'm not Dr. Drew. I don't
Right.
know. But
you seem to know that day.
Yeah, you were very full of
well,
yourself.
sometimes
that day.
you're on the fucking radio and you say stuff.
You guys know I'm sitting here.
No, but I take
Yeah.
this.
Artie's right here.
Artie, pretend you're not here for a minute. Eat something.
All right.
I
It's
love
funny
Artie.
you think it's your problem and not Artie's problem.
Well, this is what you said.
No.
Because I really want an explanation of this. It was very hurtful. And it even got me thinking. I said, Norm's a bright guy. I like you. And I said, gee, if Norm thinks that of me, I have to really sit down and examine myself. And I even went to my psychiatrist. I talked about it. I said, gee, Norm said these horrible things about me.
Did you
He's
talk
what?
to your psychiatrist?
I did.
Wait a minute.
And
You said Norm?
Norm. And he goes, who the fuck is Norm? That guy, I haven't
why
seen
do
him
you
since
listen
Dirty
to
Work.
Norm? Who's
Yeah,
he?
I took 3 sessions up on Norm. What do you mean about Artie? All right, you apologize about Hank. And really, Hank, we tried so desperately to get
You were
this guy in
constantly saying,
hospitals.
don't
and,
drink.
No, I believe you. And
We really were.
I honestly
Do you
apologize.
remember that appearance?
But do you remember?
That on
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
So I felt bad after I heard that because I do love Artie, and I would do anything to see Artie stop the negative behavior. I've talked to Artie privately about it. I mean, I don't want to be some guy who jams it down his throat and all that kind of stuff. But you seem to feel that I'm enabling or encouraging the behavior, and I'm not.
I don't remember hearing. I said the Stern Show.
Yes.
I didn't
You
say-
feel it's Robin who's doing most of
No,
it.
no. But I'm saying that the show is a creation
Yes.
that's very real. That's very. It's at its most interesting
Yes.
when the guest is at his most honest.
Yes.
So
That's true.
Artie is probably as honest as you're going to find.
Yes, he's terrific.
And as provocative as you're going to find.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So then there at 4, that makes the show hugely entertaining.
That is true.
And isn't that what you're going for?
Well, I'm always into honesty, but I mean...
But how is that enabling him or encouraging him to do destructive things?
Well, I don't know.
You
For instance, let me ask you this.
I don't think you know either.
Let me ask you
I don't
this.
think anyone knows. I just, I
Let
don't-
me ask you this.
Well,
Let me
I
ask
put
you
it
this.
out there, and it's
but everyone blames me.
No, I'm not blaming, but
Yeah.
I'm saying when Artie threw the thing at Teddy and shit, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Then you didn't play it again for the rest of the day.
That's right. I didn't.
Why didn't you play it?
I didn't play it because Artie was so distraught and the emotions were so real that I felt that Artie was in a state that I didn't even know. We hadn't even talked afterwards. He left. And I felt that by replaying it, Artie could... you have to put it in perspective. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know if Artie was going to go put a bullet in his own head because he was so upset that he did that. And I felt by replaying
by the way,
it...
Teddy has apologized.
Then when you put it on demand and promo the hell out of it...
Because I spoke to Artie and we talked over the weekend, and Artie was going to leave the show. And some private things happened between myself and Artie, and which we have never gone into on the air. It's off the air private stuff.
Yeah.
And I felt, in all seriousness, and Artie felt, we made the decision together that we could go on. Artie wanted the audience to see that, but Artie has changed his behavior a lot and has really thought that whole experience through. So in all seriousness, hamburger. In all seriousness, I...
Honestly, Teddy has apologized for forcing me to do that.
Yeah. we determined, Artie and I determined it was Teddy's fault somehow.
So it was okay to screen.
Yeah.
No, so you're in a
Norm's saying.
conflicted place where you...
I love Artie.
Yes.
And I know,
believe me, I listen to the show and I know that you guys love each other.
Yes,
I can see it. So.
I don't know if he loves me. He told me I'm not his bro, but I love him.
I apologize like Norm apologized for him.
So what are we really saying now?
Well, listen, Chris Rock, because every guest has to comment on this.
I think that Norm has disavowed everything he said on Adam Carolla.
Yeah.
No, I disavowed the thing about Hank the Angry Dwarf.
But you backtracked and you now say, no, I don't think you're at fault.
What about Adam Carolla?
I never
killed
said
Artie?
that.
I think he was saying that.
Exactly what I'm saying.
It's hard to, like, I put all that out there, and now it's such part of the fabric of the show. It's hard for me to get off that roller coaster. Like, you're not asking me to do it.
Interesting.
You're not asking me to do it.
No.
But I feel like it becomes entertaining, and I feel like it's necessary, not from any orders, but just that, it feeds itself.
Listen, I hired Artie on our show. You're the reason
You're
Artie's
the
here.
reason we know this stuff about Artie.
And when Artie was hired on the show, Artie wasn't doing any of this shit. Okay. I hired him because he's a funny guy.
He's hilarious.
He's hilarious. He can talk about things.
And introduction to Artie, Norm pushed him forward because he didn't want to talk about Elle McPherson and said, does cocaine.
Right, yeah.
I didn't say he did cocaine.
Yeah.
I didn't say he did cocaine at the time. This was a thing in the past.
But
if Artie had been backstage on coke, I would have brought him out and go, hey, look, Artie's on coke.
It had happened 2 weeks before.
So in other words, after this 10 minutes has gone by of this discussion about Artie, no one knows anything, right? We don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. No one has any.
Well, I guess no one really knows what to do. No. I mean, but I don't know. I said things probably emotionally, and
well, you
I was
worried
very
about
emotional at this fucking roast that I had to do.
Oh yeah,
because Artie, I thought he was dead. I didn't fucking know. I thought they were telling us. I thought they wanted to do their roast so bad that they weren't going to tell us a guy was dead. Which is what I thought. It's
believable.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The show does have to go on, Norm. You know that.
That's not what I've heard.
Yeah.
I felt bad.
I've heard the show doesn't necessarily have to go on.
That's in Canada. That's why show business in Canada is going nowhere. The show doesn't go on over there. Everything upsets them.
So I think me and Saget were talking a lot, and we got very depressed that night after the roast.
I see. Okay.
And we talked about Artie a lot, and then I never expected Adam to bring that up. I should have phoned you guys. I should have phoned Artie. You shouldn't fucking say things about...
No, I just was concerned that you thought that of me. Norm Macdonald has agreed to go to Caroline's on Broadway in Manhattan tonight through Saturday. Yeah. This is you're upset about the Carolines?
Huh?
You like going to Caroline's, or you're upset about it? You don't even really want to go to Caroline's, do you? You're not that thrilled.
No, what are you fucking talking about?
Is it good money?
This is what happened.
No, go ahead.
I took the red eye last night.
Yes.
I just got in, right?
Just now.
Yeah.
Right.
But I took a sleeping pill so I could sleep on the
plane.
What the fuck is she doing, a Sudoku or something?
She prepares the news.
She just does that?
Yeah.
I'm listening to you. You were on the plane. You were asleep on the plane.
No, I wasn't asleep. I took a sleeping pill and did not go to sleep.
Oh.
Did not fall asleep.
So you're messed up now.
Pardon me?
You're messed up now?
What are you talking about?
Are you messed up from the pill? The pill that you took, did that mess you
You're
up?
tired.
I'm just tired.
You're tired.
I didn't sleep, and I took a sleeping pill.
Okay.
So you don't. So I would take another 8 sleeping pills. But
what are you going to do?
I hit the stage at Caroline's in about 14 hours after I do these other 10 shows on your network.
Artie,
anyone watch these things?
What shows are you going to be doing?
He's doing shows that I told him yell out the window. There'll be more listeners.
Let me hear what you're doing.
Maxim Radio with Stretch.
Oh, Stretch.
Does he have another show?
I don't know. Yes.
Comedy by Request.
Oh.
Getting Late. I don't know. But all I know is it ends at 5.
Wow.
Oh, you're going to be here all day.
No,
Brewer Unleashed.
A Brewer. You know Brewer, Jim Brewer.
But he's not here.
Oh, he's not? He doesn't do the show from here?
I think he's doing it. I think he didn't come in. He's doing it from his house.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. He didn't even come in to see you, Brewer.
Yeah. I thought I got to do it from my house.
I thought Mad Dog Unleashed was...
Oh, Unleashed you do. Mad Dog Unleashed.
No, but Brewer Unleashed. He just reminded me, Brewer has the same name
Brewer,
as Mad.
You mean Mad Dog took Brewer's name, Unleashed?
It's Unleashed.
It's Brewer Unleashed.
How can we have that? How can we
Everything's Unleashed on Sirius.
Yeah, no.
They all stole it from that Byron Allen.
He was Unleashed.
He had comics Unleashed.
You're right. I remember he was Unleashed too. All these guys were Unleashed.
I went on Byron Allen's Comics Unleashed.
Yes. How was that experience?
Well, first of all, you couldn't be more leashed. But he would,
When was he ever unleashed?
he would do the craziest fucking segues ever. Like, he just asked you for some bits from your fucking act, right?
Right.
So then he talked to one guy. I had to follow fucking Schimmel, right? So he's not a good guy to open with. So Byron Allen's like, so, Robert, I understand you have cancer. That's his fucking opening. So Schimmel's like, yeah, I have cancer and I'm fucking the girl that...
right.
boyfriend, and then he turns to me and goes, and Norm, you got a dog.
Sounds like you guys were unleashed that night. You really were laying it all
But
out.
the funniest thing I heard him say is, he said, because he just gets the jokes beforehand and then tries to think of a question. So he had John Lovitz on, and he said, now, John, I understand you're getting older.
That didn't happen.
That did happen.
I got to have a tape
I swear
of
to
that.
God, that happened.
John, I understand you're getting older. Had a joke on aging. Wow.
That's like the Carmen Electra was on that show later. This is my favorite dumb chick moment of all time. Dumb hot chick. And the girl said to her, it was one of that black chick who hosted that show for a while.
Aisha Tyler?
Yeah, that was her. So she says, Carmen, what's the one thing you can't live without? And she said, she thought for like 30 seconds and she said food.
Well, she answered it properly.
So you're a human. So you're a human
It's got to be
being.
either oxygen or food, right? What else is there? Let's take a couple of phone calls for the great Norm Macdonald. We haven't seen him in years.
I know, it's so nice. Last time I came up here, was with Artie when we were looking around the studios. You were showing me the new studios.
Right, yeah. You're talking about a couple of years already.
Yeah.
You're busy. Listen, what can I say? What do you think of these comedians? Like Dave Chappelle stays on stage sometimes 8, 9, 10 hours.
Yeah, I know. They have Dane Cook in L.A. They have this contest now.
Yeah.
Who can stay on stage the longest?
Isn't that ridiculous? I mean, doesn't that...
Well, it's kind of... The audience is really the people that should get the prize.
Exactly. I know. I mean, that you can get even the best comedian. You would get fatigued after a while hearing that much
Anybody
comedy.
can. I mean, if you can kill for it, should be If you go 5 minutes without a laugh, you lose or something. But otherwise, this is just talking to a mic.
Do you ever get up on stage and think about the absurdity of it all? Do you ever sit there and you're in the middle of your act and you go, like, what is my job? I'm standing here in front of a bunch of people and they're waiting for me to make them laugh. Isn't that the craziest profession in the world when you think about it? I mean, isn't that does it ever drive you insane? Do you ever wish you did something else?
Well, I did manual labor before, and I liked that a lot.
I was a dishwasher. I loved it.
Yeah.
But the pay was shitty.
The pay's shit, but somehow I always had money. I don't know why.
You yearn for those days.
I don't got no money now.
All right, Ralph, you're first up in Jersey. Go ahead.
Ralph.
Norm.
How you doing, baby?
Good, man. Hey, first of all, Norm's a great stand-up. I highly recommend his show. I've gone a couple of times. It's really good.
All right.
And I'm not going to repeat anything that Norm and I have talked. We've talked off the air about Artie, and I don't think you're being 100% honest there, Norm. I think you know that There's some things you said. I don't think that you're saying that Howard's responsible for Artie's behavior, but the show just encourages it.
Yeah, of
Well,
course
that's
it
what he
does.
just said.
And there's no, and then there's no consequences, and that's where I think so. Like Artie falls asleep. What job could you fall asleep at?
Well, Ralph brings up a good point, because every guest has to talk about this now, I think.
Yeah,
Chris
this
Rock
becomes a segment.
that, Howard should fire me. That's what he said. Because if I didn't have money, I wouldn't be able to.
Well, if you weren't so funny, you would be fired. I mean, that's the bottom
Do you
line.
recommend that I fire Artie?
You get away with it because you're so funny.
But if Chris Rock said that, he's incorrect.
That's not the right move.
If
Don't fire your friend.
there is a job that you can fall asleep at,
Sure.
because Artie falls asleep.
That's right.
Guy's sitting right there.
Let's go to Debbie. Debbie needs to speak to you, Norm. Go ahead, Debbie.
Norm.
Hi, Dave.
I was wondering what you think about Artie always complaining about the movie Dirty Work, because I think it's hilarious. And in his DVD, he gives people money back for if they paid for it.
Yeah, no, that's funny. No, it's funny because Dirty Work is a movie that's just how can I put it? It's just bad.
It's hilarious.
I know it is a funny movie. I can't apologize for it.
Chevy Chase was in it, and he said that unfortunately he was disappointed because it was really like an R-rated script, and then the studios got a hold of it and cut out a lot of funny stuff.
The studios.
Why
are
does
so
Artie
fucking
apologize for it?
Yeah, well,
No, I mean, I love the movie too, but it's a movie that's fun to make. Listen, the kid at my shows, they have 50 DVDs, and they asked me to sign it on stage, so I thought of a joke for it.
did the movie make any money?
No,
it did not make any money.
But the funny thing was, Chevy was right, because I remember the fucking there's that guy Greg. Remember? There's a guy from the MGM, So the movie was pretty fucking dirty, I thought, and they kept going, "Nah, this is a PG movie," And we're like, "Really? Like, it seems like an R movie. We're saying a lot of dirty stuff in here, and we're doing dirty things." And no, man, that's fine. So we didn't do any retakes or anything, like a clean version,
Right.
Then they gave it to the MPAA for notes, and they gave the script back with no notes. Usually they make little notes.
Sure.
They said, "What are you fucking guys crazy?" They didn't even fucking dignify with a single note, because the whole thing was so dirty. Was so obviously an R movie.
Wow.
So then we didn't have any fucking backups. We had to cut scenes. We had to do retarded looping. That looked like nothing.
I would like to see the original version. Artie does that joke. He says, "If anyone didn't like Dirty Work, I'll return your money." He's already returned $90 million. The guy's bankrupt.
You know what it is?
That's very flawed.
Yeah, Ralph.
Howard.
Yes.
How could the movie be a failure if you returned $90 million?
But it wasn't logical what I just said. Ralph, go ahead.
So I'm at dinner with Norm once, or lunch or something. We're at a big table, like all these people sitting around, and Norm puts his hand on my leg, not rubbing my leg or anything, just puts his hand on my leg. And I don't know, like, it was weird, but, Norm's a weird guy. I don't know, maybe he was fucked up. I don't know. His hand was just, on my leg.
You didn't knock it away, did
you? And then 5 minutes later, Norm goes, "Hey, Ralph is a fag. I've had my hand on his leg, and he hasn't moved."
That's how I test people.
You test them.
So
you believe Ralph is gay?
I test people to find out if they're fags, and that's one of my tests. Can you imagine letting a fucking dude grab your leg for 5 minutes?
You mean Ralph didn't say anything?
Not a fucking word.
Ralph, you're gay.
Aren't you the fag for grabbing my leg?
No, he's testing you. Norm, you are a genius. I really mean that. You might be the greatest genius of all time. You were the only one who figured out that Ralph really is gay. Why wouldn't you make Ralph? Why wouldn't you make Norm remove his hand?
Yeah, say, what are you doing?
What?
I don't know. I found it funny. I didn't know.
And if he grabbed your cock, would that have been funny?
I've been giving Ralph a hand job for 20 minutes.
That was later.
Norm, you are a genius.
He laughed.
I love that.
Norm blew me too, but
I like how it becomes the other guy now.
Let's go to Nick. Thank you, Ralph.
That's why I test if guys are fat.
All right. Have you tested anyone else as a fag, or is that the only?
He tried it the first day of Dirty Work. I fucking punched him in the face.
Yeah, you see, you knew he wasn't a fag.
No, I knew he was a fag. He overreacted.
Everybody's gay.
I patted him on his shoulder. That's all.
You must think I'm super heterosexual. You never tested me like that.
You ain't no fag.
That's right. Nick, go ahead. You're on.
Howard, I just wanted to say that this is the funniest interview. I'm literally pissing my pants. Norm is
terrific.
Right on point, and he's the funniest son of a bitch who's ever taken a sip of water, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, then you'll want to go see him at Caroline's on Broadway.
Absolutely.
You better get over there.
So what's the plan?
I'm going to scampering right down there.
Norm, he has all these old-timey expressions. I'll be scampering right down there. Why, that some bitch is the funniest thing since a glass of water.
You're a real piece of shit. You're so funny.
That's Norm Macdonald. He's the richest man in town.
Yeah.
Me and Norm used to talk about. Norm he used to say, like, after 2 years.
Off with a hunting knife there, buddy.
Yeah, well.
After 2 years of the Norm show, he was like, fuck, I got enough money, like, fuck being the richest guy in L.A. I got enough money to be the richest guy in, like, Spokane, Washington. And it's just like...
Because you go on the road, and the guy would drive you to the club. You'd be in some little town somewhere,
right.
And then the guy would be driving you past, and then you see this fucking huge palace with 8 cars, and they go, that's Roy Johnson's house, richest man in town. Why, that house costs over $100,000.
Wow. So the plan was, I got so much money from my sitcom.
Yeah, I'll just be the richest guy in this little place. That's Norm Macdonald lives there.
Do you miss?
Why, he fucked my daughter.
Do you miss the days of the sitcom? Do you miss that kind of money, that action? I mean, that was tremendous. I mean, you didn't have to do a whole lot, and you got a lot of money, right?
You got to do. That's a misconception. If you're the star of the show,
there's a lot for you to do.
As a supporting actor on a sitcom is literally stealing money.
You were stealing money.
Yes, but he had a lot.
Do you miss the sitcom?
Artie had a good job.
Did you miss the pay? Do you miss the going to the studio? It's exciting, right? You don't miss it.
No, I don't miss it. I miss the people. It sounds like faggot. But I love Artie, I love Laurie Metcalf, and I love Max Wright. So,
right. You don't call Artie that much, do you?
Well, I'd say about once a month.
Once a month you guys speak on the phone?
We
it's
try
not awkward?
We try to talk.
Is it uncomfortable speaking to Artie now?
No, I wouldn't say it's uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to, be careful, what you say. It's like,
really?
He gets touchy, right?
No, I'm saying the same way that Letterman doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you got 4 hours to fill, so you got to sometimes be careful.
I see. Really?
Even though I have probably nothing of scandal.
I can't imagine what those conversations are. I just can't.
Unbelievable.
Well, look, you've done it all. You're Norm Macdonald. What's the plan for the rest of the day?
That's when you have nothing to say.
You're going to do the show.
Done it all.
You've done
You're
it all.
Norm Macdonald. That's my name. That's when you know the interview's coming to a halt. So what else?
Now, what is the game
plan? It says here you're Norm Macdonald.
What is the game plan for the rest of the day? You're going to do some shows at Sirius.
Yeah.
After you're done with those shows,
people in those seats.
You're going to take. You're going to take a nap.
I don't think I can take a nap. My hotel room's not ready. They said till 4 or 5.
You couldn't get the room the day before, and so
I should have. Yeah.
That might have worked out better for you.
Well, let me ask you. Artie says on the road he doesn't know what to do with himself. What do you do when you're on the road in some little town?
Yeah, what do you do?
Like, I only like the time that I'm on stage, because other than that, like,
what do you do when you have to kill time? Do you play chess?
Other than being a fucking other than the hour you're on stage, you're basically a fucking drifter.
Yeah, that's true.
So most of the time you're trying to find food, and these fucking towns think they're interesting, and so you go. This is what they find the most interesting. You go, hey, what is there to do in your fucking shit town? So then they go, you got to see the Galleria.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I'm from L.A.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen Galleria.
A guy in Houston.
Last year, a guy shot everyone at the Galleria.
A guy in Houston told me that once. He said, first of all, it's a 400-pound guy. It was May in Houston. Like, the sweat was dripping off me. I had to, the club guy told me, take a cab. Like, I'll pay you for it. There's no car.
Right.
So I get in a cab in Houston. It's like 140 degrees. This guy's got a huge flannel shirt on. Hey. And he says hi. I say hi. He goes, you're a New Yorker, huh? And I'm like, well, I'm from there. And he goes, we got a place in town. It's just like Greenwich Village. And I said, really? And he says, yeah, but there's no fags. And I said, well, what is it? He goes, and he said, it's the Galleria. And I went, it was a mall.
With a hockey rink. It had a hockey rink.
But there were no fags.
Yeah,
he was right.
Yeah.
Listen.
I put my hand on a bunch of guys' fucking legs, and they all said, what's your problem?
So you really have the same problem Artie does, in the sense that you have to kill a lot of time in your career.
Well,
that's crazy boredom.
But you never got into heroin or crack or any of this stuff that Artie does to kill time.
I never to kill time.
Yeah.
To kill me. Is that the point?
Yeah,
just to kill some time.
You know, it's funny.
Well, that's what he's doing. He hates it. He kills time.
Wait a minute. I don't think he's doing it to kill time.
You're not a drug guy, though, are you?
Well, in a way, everything. You know, one time when I had the gambling fucking thing,
right.
I went to a psychiatrist, and he said, "You're doing it to like avoid life."
Right.
So I was like, isn't that why you do every fucking thing there is? You know what I mean? Like, that's why you go to work and you get.
In a sense, that is life. Right.
Me and
life
Norm,
is avoiding.
Was gambling your thing? Like, in other words, it took your mind off of all your issues and all that kind of stuff. It was your
it's a complete escape. But then the thing that you do to escape your problem becomes the fucking problem.
I always worried about you because I always had a feeling you were always losing too. Like you weren't very good at gambling, but you would you constantly bet on the wrong
Gabe
teams.
Kaplan?
Yeah, Gabe Kaplan.
No.
You know, like
well, you can't win if you gamble.
Poker, not even. You can't win that.
You can win poker if you want to.
But you never win.
No, I don't think you. I don't. It's a complicated thing, but I don't think gamblers want to win. I remember one time I heard Omar Sharif talking about it, and a couple times in my life I've been dead broke from gambling.
Right.
And he said this thing that I found like I related to because he said I lose $6 million. He was talking about the most money he lost. I don't know. That's
and God only knows how he got $6 million.
Yeah.
By the way, dead on impression.
I know it's good, right?
Excellent, Omar Sharif. Yes.
Look forward to Caroline.
But he was a big gambler, big bridge player.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So he says one time I lose $6 million. He goes, I go across the street to a coffee shop and I get the coffee. I have $1 left. I get a coffee. He goes, I feel clean.
And
I understand what he means.
What does that mean?
Means when you lose everything, you're alive.
In other words, you don't feel alive unless there's some great tragedy.
No,
or something
it's not
big.
a tragedy to have nothing.
Right.
I mean, don't you feel like sometimes when you're building a house, you're just walling yourself into a mausoleum?
Right.
Well, if you don't have that house,
you're free.
You're free.
You're free.
Now,
what is the most? Do you ever sit down and figure out how much money you lost?
No.
Do you know what your biggest loss was?
No, I don't give a fuck about money.
You do too. You know what your biggest loss.
You know what?
No,
should we tell the story about my guy I hooked you up with? It's a long time ago. It's a long time ago now.
What's this one?
Fran?
No, shut.
Hit the button.
Oh, we can't say who it is.
I hit the button. I hit the button. I hit the button.
So
what happened?
I was a bad influence on Norm, I think, and maybe because when we met each other,
and I'm the enabler.
When you shoot when you shoot a buddy comedy like it was,
yes,
you go away with someone to a different city for like 2 months. It's like going away to camp. So you're either gonna hate the person or love them. And me and Norm became friends because we shared one vice, gambling. And I used to love gambling. And
I used to love. 2 days ago, he was gambling.
Right, right. Used to.
The first night I met Norm, the rehearsals, and we went to a pool hall in Toronto, and I won $2,000 off him playing 9-ball.
That's right.
And he ended up paying me in Canadian money. It was like a wheelbarrow, like blue pieces of paper with a goose on it.
Yeah, they don't have presidents.
Yeah, no respect for the Canadian.
That's when you bribe somebody in Canada, you're like, maybe this goose will change your mind.
And it really looks like Monopoly money. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
Right.
Back then, when the dollar was good, it was like a wheelbarrow.
So
what happened was, we shot Dirty Work August into the fall, and Norm was still on Saturday Night Live. And I started, in lieu of other things, halfway through the shoot, I started phoning this kid I know who was a runner for a bookie. So I start calling this guy, and I'm making a lot of bets. And see, Norm wasn't gambling at the time. He was really into work. he was shooting the film and he was going back to SNL. The last few weeks he had to go do SNL.
All right,
and the movie,
he's busy.
Right. But I think because I was always with him talking on the phone, he sort of was like, yeah, you got a guy. And I said, yeah, I got a guy. He goes, can I have his number? Because I want to maybe start putting some bets in. So this bet that ruined...
Too degenerate.
This bet that ruined me and Norm, because when we went on the road and I opened for Norm, and this is what we did. You talk about killing time. This was a problem. We got introduced to this thing called a lightning bet. Now, what a lightning bet is, say you know what the under-over is in a basketball game, the total amount of points the two teams score. So say it's 180.
Okay.
Right? If you lightning $1,000 on the over, when they hit 180, every fucking point they score after that, you win $1,000.
Oh, I like that.
So it's like sick.
Nice. That's free money.
It's sick. Every layup is $2,000. So like if it's at 180 when they go into overtime, every single basket's $2,000. It's insanity. But every point it's under 180, you lose 1,100 because of the vig.
Right.
Okay, so it's craziness.
Right.
It really is like...
That's a dangerous bet.
Right, it's a dangerous bet.
It's a high-stakes bet.
But it's the most exciting...
Not for me, because I couldn't lose.
Right, well, it was the
You're a winner, right?
It was the most exciting type of gambling I've ever been about.
So what happened?
So Norm, a couple of weeks in a row, wins like $100,000.
Oh my God!
I mean, because we were.
You're proud of that,
You know,
right?
we were doing.
I was on a hot streak.
He was, and you know what we were doing? We were betting on. It was the '98 NBA Finals, and we were betting on the Bulls and the Utah Jazz.
Right. Lowest.
So so Norm like 3 weeks in a row wins wins $100,000.
Wow.
And
you couldn't stop there, Norm, right? You couldn't say, I got a couple of hundred.
The guy,
I'm done.
Well, here's what happened. He gave it all.
I can buy the biggest house in Albuquerque and be that guy.
Here's what happened. He gave it all back, and then he was even again. Now Norm loses 3 weeks in a row.
Oh, my God.
About the same amount of money. And Norm, being a good man, pays the guy off. Now, a couple of those weeks, I would win like $8,000, and we'd pick up the money from Norm. There'd be a shopping bag of hundreds. Like the kid I was going in with, the runner for the bookies, a kid I go up with, I was like, he's like, I don't want to go into New York by myself. It's a lot of money. So we would go in and he'd get the shopping bag of $100,000 from Norm. Jeez. And we would drive to this like factory in Jersey and he'd peel off my $8,000 that I wanted. Didn't even make a dent in the fucking
How do you know Norm wants this on the air?
We were told, well, he knows what I was going to say.
It.
He knows what This is a long time ago, man. He's a different guy.
Yeah.
So...
No, he's not.
Well, but listen to what happened, and this is why I don't talk to this kid anymore.
Right.
So Norm, being an honorable guy, pays off every week.
Right.
So now here comes the last game of the Utah Jazz versus the Bulls. Norm lightnings $1,000 on the over.
Okay.
On the under. That's right.
No, I went over. You went under. It was the
no. I bet the over. You bet the under because it was you won.
It was the lowest scoring.
Lowest scoring.
And you had
won.
the under.
The over. So it was the lowest scoring game.
Right, but
you had the under.
And
you
won.
Had
the under. You
no,
won.
he had the over because it was the lowest scoring game.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Well, I'm trying to figure. Right. Okay. Exactly. So I bet the under, and he bet the over. Okay. 1,000. Now I only bet $200 a point, but Norm bet at that. So I had to deal with this. It was the lowest scoring game in the history of the NBA. The Jazz only scored like 45 points. Like Jordan just shut them down single-handedly. So I lost like $9,000 on the game at 200 a point. But Norm won like 110,000.
Wow.
Okay. So now he's even with the guy who wins $110,000. So now Norm comes into New York. We're doing press for Dirty Work, and he's at this hotel, and I said, I'm going to go get the money, and I'll bring it to you. So I call the guy up, and the guy goes, listen, man, I'm sorry. Tell Norm I can't find the guy. And I said, what? He says, tell him I can't find the guy. The bookie just took off on me.
Wow.
So I said, first of all, now listen, you got to, like, I knew Norm for a little while. But I had just gotten the movie with Spade. I said to this guy, I said, listen, you're fucking me up here, man. This is a guy I work with. I said, Norm could easily call Spade and say, this jerk off is ripping me off. He's going to get, he could get me fired from the movie. You're fucking me here. He's a good friend of mine. He paid you First of all, what bookie
wouldn't
want
that
paid?
Business? Wow.
I had to go to the hotel. I had lost the $9,000 I lost, I gave to Norm.
That's true.
And I said, because I said, I'm not going to give it to him. So I kept begging the kid, and he kept sticking. Like, obviously, Norm thinks, and I think, he was the bookie.
Right.
We
Cool.
both think that,
Yeah.
but yet we're not saying his name.
Right. For protecting him.
And but you see,
So he can continue.
Norm-
We don't
Wow.
want to
Norm
So
hurt
could
in
have
other
easily
words, when
believed-
you gave, so now that I hear this story, it's good you gave up gambling
Yes, it
because
is.
really it is because you can't teach your son these things.
My son's a good kid.
Right.
My son's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
But also, Artie keeps gambling with people he can't get paid for.
I know.
Well, now
Artie was up 70 grand and couldn't get it.
Did you hear that?
Same deal.
Yeah, same deal.
Not the same guy.
Different guy. Same story.
I won 78,000 on the NFL playoffs, and the guy gave me 18. He can, but you know, again, it's like,
and you can't go to the police. They're not
Yeah,
interested.
right.
There was
no,
nothing
one
to
guy, I
do.
remember with this guy, they go, why don't you break his legs? I'm like, what the fuck? Why don't you kill him? I'm like, yeah, that'd be a good thing.
well, I tried to
Kill a man.
And you'll go to jail.
I go to jail.
You've never killed anyone, have you?
What?
No, you've never killed anyone. All right, listen.
I
Norm-
tried to tell. I said, listen, if Norm was an asshole, he could have said, look, obviously you're in on it with this guy. I never want to talk to you again. But
Right.
he believed me.
Of course. Who wouldn't believe you?
But what did Bernie Brillstein say to you that time? I was trying to, when you won the money playing craps, what did Bernie say to you?
Bernie, yeah, he just passed away. He was a great guy.
Did you go to the funeral?
Yeah.
A lot of celebrities?
I didn't go.
You didn't go?
You didn't go?
No.
You are a recluse.
I was actually kind of sad.
Well, that's why you go.
Yeah.
I know, but I knew people would be making jokes and stuff like that.
You
What
don't
did he
wanna
say? He
No,
said,
yeah, I won this money at craps back when I was married, and I didn't know what to do. I never won money before. And I said, hey, Bernie, man, I got all this money. I just won at craps. You know, he goes, first of all, don't tell your fucking wife. That's the first thing. Then, you get a safety deposit box at the Mirage, but only put 10,000 in that one. You had a big long explanation, like it had happened to him like
He knew
50
exactly
times.
what to do.
Isn't it great when you ask someone what to do and they know? It's just amazing. Sam Simon, quickly, yes, because Norm is on a schedule. He has to get
Hi,
over to
Sam.
the gay channel or something. He's going to describe how to find out if someone's gay. Sam, go ahead.
Hey, the funniest thing I think ever happened to Norm, and now that he's revealed that he's a degenerate gambler, is he moved into a new building.
Oh, Christ, yeah.
What?
Howard already likes it. So anyway, so he moved into a new building. In the meantime, there are casinos in L.A. now that are in warehouses and condos, and they have high-stakes poker game and sports betting and dealers and security and bars and food and everything. They're just like regular Vegas casinos and card rooms, except they're just private, and for some reason they're just sprouting up all over the place. So I get invited to one, and Norm has told me the address of his building or the street that it's on, his new building that he just moved into. And I'm looking around for this place, and I say, I think this is Norm's building. So I go inside, I go in, I play poker all night, whatever, and they have girls and bars and everything. And I go home and I look up, and I had called Norm. Norm, go ahead.
No, yeah, it's right next door.
Anyway,
But you live next door to this
I live
place?
next door to a casino.
Now, let me ask you something.
It's the worst luck
When
of all
you live
time.
next door to a casino, so that's terrible for you.
Yeah.
he just found it, forget how bad it would be if you moved into a new building and there's a casino.
Right inside.
This is Norm. It's 25 feet from his front door.
They must have wiped you out,
Next
right?
door neighbor. No, I haven't gotten in yet.
You don't worry about money. Like you don't worry that you
No,
could lose it all.
of course I do.
I would hope so. I would think so. Do you have investments and things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't have investments.
You don't have any investments.
No.
It's all in a mattress somewhere. It's on a shopping
I put it in
bag.
a bank or whatever.
With Canadian money.
You trust these banks?
But I went to that casino because the guy called me in, Sam.
Yeah.
And
Levon.
yeah, Levon.
All right. Hey, Sam, I got to go.
Okay,
Thanks.
bye.
All right. Sam
You know
Simon,
when you get
everyone.
together-
Guys,
He's right.
I was gonna say, when you get together and you tell stories about losing and gambling,
Yeah.
all of Sam's stories about a bad experience in gambling is he won so much he can't carry his chips.
The great Norm Macdonald, and go see him. Norm Macdonald, the richest man in town.
Yes,
Go see him.
in most towns.
In most towns, he's
Man
the
owns a Lincoln.
Lincoln Continental.
Guy's got a coupe de ville.
Great seeing you, Norm. Don't stay away so many years next
No,
time.
absolutely
All
not.
right. The great Norm Macdonald. We'll be
Respect.
back right after this.
Norm,
Yes, sir.
lightning bets.
Light
You've
man.
piqued my interest. I never heard of that before.
You don't want to do that shit.
It's a gambler's heroin.
It is. It is like crack because from the beginning of the game,
Right, your heart's racing.
like if you have the over, you start the game down 180,000.
Norm, thanks for coming down today, man.
Thanks, man. Respect.
All right, I'm going to go first to Jeff Probst, who is currently in second place.
I don't know.
You
I
don't
guessed
know.
Ronnie.
No.
Ronnie does not have a berry on his face. He's got other shit on his face, but not a berry. Jimmy, what's the answer?
Ralph the Homo.
Ralph the Homo is acceptable. Jerry O'Connell, what's the answer? Come on,
You know
who has
what?
a berry on his face?
I went with Eric the Midget. 'Cause he
Eric
had,
the Midget.
Oh, my goodness. Well, didn't he have something on his face the
Are
last?
you aware we bumped Ryan Felipe for you? Jerry said, I'm really embarrassed by my performance. I go,
He doesn't want to leave the studio because of it.
I said, maybe you should be happy you didn't do that well. You know?
Shows you have a life. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shows you have something going on, man.
Here's the thing, Jerry. You have to listen all day and then listen to the reruns on the weekend over and over and over again. Try to memorize everything that happens.
And obviously you don't have that kind of time.
Right. How often you banging your wife? Is it still as hot and heavy as when you first met her?
Yeah, it's still going well. A lot of people, when I got married, said the first year was going to be the most difficult, and I haven't found that at all.
So it's getting more difficult?
It's
You mean?
yeah.
To me, the first year is the fun part. You know, I mean, you still have that glow.
Well,
you know?
how long did you know each other before you got married?
They were going out a long time.
For a few years, 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry, you mean the first year of marriage, right? Is supposed to be the most
That's
difficult.
That's what I mean. I mean, we,
But you were living together and everything before that, so it wasn't like anything changed.
I've actually found, like I've actually gotten better at it. A lot of times,
at fucking.
Yeah, I'm practicing.
I practice with her too.
I try to never fight. Like even when fights are instigated, and they get instigated, they just do. But
is it weird for you when you go out like together and Rebecca gets all this attention because of her looks, and then like guys kind of are always sort of like flirting with her and hitting on her? I mean, does it get a little bothersome?
There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm the one that Rebecca's married to, so it doesn't bother me. And what am I going to do about that?
When you say the fights get instigated, who's instigating them?
I just mean everyone. People who live together are going to have differences. Definitely.
What differences could you have with Rebecca, though? I mean, it seems impossible.
You just have differences about, like...
Do you try to put things up in the house that she doesn't want up there?
Actually, I have a Joe DiMaggio ball that keeps getting, like, hidden, and I keep putting it in the center of the mantle, and then it gets,
I had read that
hidden.
Rebecca does something to you that I don't approve of, that when you like to watch sports, she, like, comes in the room and demands that the TV be turned off? That's not right.
Or down or something.
Something
She don't
like
like
that.
the sound of it?
Yeah, it's
called a broad.
Yeah,
but that's not fair. I mean, Jerry's got to have his thing, you know? I mean, you're a
I am
separate
someone
person.
who, I watch a lot of football. I like to take, during football season, the 16, 17, 18 weeks of football season, I like to take all day Sunday and just sit down and just watch every game.
Because you're a man.
As I can.
Yeah.
And, I think...
And she'll walk in and go,
I think
turn that off.
I think it's a common argument that spouses want to do other things outside and stuff, and I have to respect that. But
She went on Letterman on one of these shows and goes, I go in the room and I make Jerry turn it off.
Wow. Well, no. Not the football game. The negotiation that we've had, once again, getting back to never fighting, is Rebecca listens to music while I get to watch the image of the football game.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
that's
so you
not
can't
right.
hear the sound of the football
I
game.
cannot hear the sound.
You guys have to be in the same room?
We only have just a living room. And
you should come to my house.
Really?
You should probably get divorced. I mean, it sounds ridiculous.
It does sound ridiculous. Like why does Jerry have to have music on?
So she's dancing around and stuff while you're watching the game?
What kind of music are you listening to?
Is that the problem being with a hot chick? They're used to getting what they want from men.
I think I think that Rebecca is.
Why are you laughing, Jimmy?
I feel bad for Jerry, but what are you going to do?
Listen, I think
being
that
so careful.
I realize there are demands made of me that if I was with another woman, I would probably say shut the fuck up, you know. And when I'm very grateful to be with Rebecca, and you know, I just don't want to fight.
Jimmy would never put up with that. Jimmy, if Sarah walked in the room and said to you, "Look, I'm putting music on. Turn that fucking football sound off."
I wouldn't even hear the words.
You wouldn't?
They wouldn't even penetrate my head.
Sarah would get tasered, right?
No, but you know what? She knows that she knows that I enjoy that, and it's part of the kind of, you know, the deal. And so she, you know, she lets it happen.
I'm afraid Jerry didn't like teach Rebecca right from the start.
Like Jerry's on the losing end of every argument? Is that how you're feeling?
That's how I'm feeling.
Rebecca gets her way all the time.
Like Rebecca has a sign up in the bathroom to remind Jerry to put the toilet seat down.
Actually, I did get in trouble. I was putting the lid down, and I'm told to keep the lid up and just keep the seat down.
Wow.
I did get in a little bit of trouble for that.
Yeah. Jimmy, you put the seat any way you want, right?
Yeah, well, sure, of course. But you know, part of the thing is she has her place, I have my place. So, you know, her place is she gets to decide what goes on, and my place I decide what goes on.
Jimmy told me he pees on Sarah. He doesn't even.
He doesn't even go to the bathroom anymore. He just pees on Sarah.
He's still wiped down.
Little R. Kelly.
You know, you get back at a hot chick, you disappoint them during sex. That's what I do.
Yeah,
that'll teach him.
That's my strategy.
970P. The extra E is for extra P.
Oh, Rebecca's a lot of fun.
Lot of fun.
I got to hang out with Rebecca, as you know.
I know,
and has she is fun.
Wonderful things to say about you, and especially Beth. Really likes Beth.
Who does she like better, Howard or Beth?
I think she likes them differently. You know, I mean,
that's a terrible question. She likes me better. I know that.
Jimmy's just trying to.
I don't think that's true necessarily.
You're a troublemaker.
I think Rebecca thinks Beth is a really special person. I think Rebecca thinks you're.
But Rebecca, if push came to shove, Rebecca would rather spend the day with me than with Beth.
I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, I know it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm sure Rebecca paints it differently with Jerry than you know.
Right.
Otherwise.
He doesn't want to make Jerry.
Rebecca thinks you rather spend the day with Jerry, Beth, or Howard?
Beth.
Of course.
Well, then that makes sense.
You're a guy. Well, I'm extra special to the whole world. Beth is special, but I'm extra special. You know, I'm
halibut.
Do you know?
There's some things I would like to bring up from our vacation together, but I don't know if it's cool to bring them up.
Well, yeah, it's cool. But first of all, I just want to say that people should know that Jimmy is such a super fan, and in a way he deserved to win the contest, because whenever he wants to hear the Howard Stern show in his house, he turns to Sarah and goes, "Halibut." And that means put on the radio.
Wow. She does it to me, too. That's our code. Halibut.
Because of the bit I do. My father loves halibut. Do they have the halibut? The halibut?
Halibut.
My father, you turn him on to something if he likes it. Now he thinks there's no other fish in the world. Do they have the halibut? That's my old man says. And I go, Dad, I don't know if they have the halibut. And when did it become the halibut?
But I think you always know if they have the halibut because you have to check ahead.
But you know what? He likes every fish. It doesn't matter. But he thinks he likes halibut because he had it once and he liked it.
Probably does like it.
Do they have the halibut?
Do you want to hear something weird? I don't buy newspapers anymore just because you get it on the internet, and I sort of canceled all the subscriptions.
Right.
But I flew in yesterday and I bought a New York Times, and now when I get the New York Times, I think of your father. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Well, my father, that's his Bible.
Yeah.
Like if I was a writer for the New York Times, my father would think I was great. Like anything with the New York Times.
But it's just funny how you affiliate things with things, you know? Like I think of your dad when I pick up the New York Times.
My father's already read the entire New York Times. Front
It's already
to back.
done.
It's already done.
For the day.
And he can quiz you on it, and we'll have opinions about it. And as long as you talk about that, you're fine. You go off into any other area, you don't want to hear from me.
Unless it's halibut. But you are just like your father in a lot of ways.
I know.
Because
Absolutely.
when we sit down for dinner at around 4:30 in the afternoon, when you sit down to dinner,
That's not true.
You better be ready. Well, fortunately, Beth is around to negotiate a later time.
Right.
Or else,
Well, I'm hungry.
If it was entirely up to you, it would be early.
That's funny. Beth calls and goes, listen, we can start negotiating dinner. Howard wants it at noon.
Is that the funny thing you wanted to tell about the vacation?
No, but there is definitely a lot of anxiety there as far as ordering quickly goes.
Do you have to order quickly with Howard?
Oh, yes.
Because it's
really?
Oh, yes, you do. Well, I just wanted to mention a couple things because Sarah is very bad at ordering, and the great part is she doesn't think she's bad at ordering, but everything's positioned as a question. Like there's something on the menu is like she's a vegetarian, which makes everything a problem. But she'll be like, veggie wrap. And then the waiter doesn't know what to do because it's being positioned as a question.
Right.
And really you just say, veggie wrap. That's what she want, right?
Right.
But it becomes a whole thing. But when you're around, she gets her act together and kind of prepares for what she's going to order.
Is she nervous around me?
Well, no, but I think she understands that everything has to go exactly your way, or we have trouble.
Is that true, or you just know that from the radio?
Howard, everyone's nervous around you.
No,
why is everyone
I'm
nervous
not
around
nervous
me?
around you because I share the same anxiety about wanting. I feel like. Oh, the waiter's got to get the order, and I don't want to waste their time. And
you know what I
all that
find,
stuff.
and tell me if you guys find this. When I finally get to a restaurant, no matter what time it is, I'm hungry. I want to eat. I'm really hungry, and no amount of drinking is going to satisfy. I don't want to socialize. I want to eat. And it is a curse. It is just a curse. I am like my father that way. I don't,
I'm actually someone who, when they come to take the drink order, I put my food order in.
That's what I do, and that's what Jimmy's making fun of. I go, you know what, waiter? Here's the drinks.
I know everything I want right now.
Yeah, I mean, it takes me 3 seconds to analyze a menu. You don't have to be a rocket scientist.
There's a name for people like that. It's called an asshole.
Am I being an asshole?
Well, no, it just feels like you're rushing the whole thing,
Yeah,
The whole
but what's
idea
the rush?
is to enjoy the company.
Yes, but if
to
the order,
take your time.
But if the order, you know what? There's such a thing as too much time with people.
I will say in Howard's defense,
most people don't think it's 30 seconds.
It's not a short meal. There's
a long
plenty
meal.
of socializing. It just more of it happens after the meal than before.
Oh,
the
it
meal.
does not. He's gone halfway through the meal.
No. I didn't. Not on vacation.
No, come on. Am I like that?
Not,
I mean,
not
I
on
love
vacation. But you do like to order right away.
I do. I want it done.
Well, I think restaurants appreciate it too because they have turnover rates that they have to.
He's not
No, we
leaving.
stay
According
forever.
to Jimmy, he's just ordering fast and not leaving.
Yeah,
And you want to know what's fun?
Danielle's a big turnover play.
No, but you know what's fun? Like Beth and I, and Beth is this. Like she'll say, "Oh yeah, he's terrible. He orders fast and all that." She loves it. We get home. She goes, "Thank God you order fast because I got home."
You know what? This is your interpretation of her
Ask her.
because we have heard you interpret
She won't
her
say it on the
before,
air.
and then she calls in and corrects the whole thing.
I love being with Jimmy and Sarah, but I swear, like if we're on vacation together, we meet for dinner. There's like an ebb and flow to it. I mean, it's enough already.
Yeah.
It's like we've sat for an hour and a half. That's it.
Oh no, we'd had longer
2
meals than
hours.
an hour and a half.
We
say.
have fun.
But when Beth came out to L.A. a couple weeks ago, we went out to dinner at like 9:30 p.m.
Yeah, you guys.
And we were probably out to midnight.
Yeah, Beth
so
will do
that's
that.
not happening if Howard's in the mix, is what
Right.
you're saying.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
weird because Beth will say to me, "Oh, it's so great when you're there because it's over quick and they can not with you, but like it's happened."
Yeah, but you said that the night you left Gary's early, you said Beth was
Anxious
so
to
into
get
that.
out.
She won't admit it on the air.
She
was
won't.
Happy.
You're still sticking by that story.
She told me in private. She was happy we left
Lying.
Gary's.
I know you're lying.
No.
I know you're lying.
She was thrilled. No one
She
wanted to
was
be there.
trying to get dessert. You were yelling at her from the front door.
Gary dragged out the evening.